In the grim darkness of the far future, humanity clings to survival in a galaxy ravaged by war. The Adeptus Astartes, superhuman warriors known as Space Marines, stand as humanity's bulwark against the tide of monstrous threats. Among these Space Marine chapters, the Absolvers stand as a shrouded enigma, their past shrouded in secrecy, and their future teetering on a precarious knife edge. This is their saga, a chronicle of valor, sacrifice, and the unending struggle for redemption within the unforgiving expanse of the Imperium of Man. The Absolvers have protected the Gilead System since their first chapter master, Tigranes Dalir, swore a solemn vow to defend its people in perpetuity. The Astartes continue to bear this responsibility, as they are strongly committed to upholding every oath they take. This chapter has achieved many outstanding accomplishments, both in protecting the Gilead System and on various battlefields throughout the galaxy. Nevertheless, despite their esteemed status, the Absolvers possess an age-old and disgraceful clandestine truth. In the Gilead System, far away from the violent battlefields of the 41st Millennium, unsuccessful candidates and shattered comrades express intense condemnation, narrating incomprehensible predictions to their vigilant protectors. However, only the Inquisition and the Librarius have whispered about this chapter's origins. Unlike most Space Marine chapters tied to a specific world or lineage, the Absolvers are a fleet-based chapter, their existence perpetually mobile. Some have whispered of a lost homeworld, either consumed by a tyrannid swarm or ravaged by a demonic incursion. Others speculate that the shattered remnants of a loyalist legion from the Horus heresy created them, forever condemned to wander the void in penance for past transgressions. The truth, if there is one, remains buried beneath layers of time and secrecy. It is certain that the Absolvers have embraced their nomadic lifestyle. Their colossal fleet serves as their monastery, housing vast training facilities, armories brimming with arcane weaponry, and sacred shrines dedicated to the Emperor of Mankind. This mobility allows them to strike swiftly and unexpectedly, appearing as vengeful angels in war-torn sectors before vanishing into the warp like phantoms, leaving only a trail of liberated worlds and vanquished enemies in their wake. The Absolvers have a documented history dating back to the mid-34th millennium. Records of their early exploits are fragmentary, hinting at participation in countless campaigns across the length and breadth of the Imperium. They fought alongside the legendary Crimson Fists against the Greenskin hordes, their bolt of fire carving a bloody path through the Orcs' ramshackle war machines. Whispers also speak of their intervention in the Blackstone Wars, their focus proving instrumental in the recapture of several key Blackstone fortresses. However, the true test for the Absolvers arrived. This cataclysmic event tore open the fabric of reality, severing communication and travel routes across the Imperium. The Absolvers found themselves trapped within the Gilead System, a strategically important region bordering the uncharted reaches of the Ultima Segmentum. Surrounded by hostile forces, opportunistic Orc raiders, resurgent Xenos empires, and demonic incursions spilling from the rift, the Absolvers became the sole defenders of Gilead. This isolation forged a new chapter in the Absolvers' history. Forced to prioritize the defense of the beleaguered system, they waged a relentless war of attrition against their enemies. Their tactics shifted from the lightning strikes of their past to a more methodical approach, constructing fortified bastions and establishing patrol routes to maintain a stranglehold on the encroaching threats. The Absolvers' history records their sacred vows to protect mysterious secrets, but it also carries a heavy burden of constant disgrace, as their actions can betray the fundamental nature of being a Space Marine when their determination weakens. Becoming an Absolver entails acquiring a grievous imperfection, the commitment to control it, a past marked by excessive pride, and the determination to achieve redemption. The Gilead System possesses abundant resources and supports a multitude of habitable worlds for humans. Situated on the boundary of the Segmentum Obscurus, it has consistently enticed potential conquerors. By the 34th millennium, the forces of chaos had taken control. isolating its numerous worlds from the Emperor's influence through darkness and damnation. The system served as an entrance to the depths of Segmentum Obscurus, making it a perfect target for an initial conquest in a campaign to liberate these troubled worlds and explore uncharted territories. The Absolvers' nomadic existence and the Gilead System's crucible have shaped their unique culture and beliefs. Unlike most Space Marine chapters with rigid codes of honor or adherence to specific doctrines, the Absolvers carry the weight of a perceived transgression. This unspoken shame, though its exact nature remains a mystery, fuels their dedication to the Imperium. They fight not only for the Emperor, but also for a chance at redemption, with the belief that their service can somehow atone for past sins. This burden manifests in several ways. The Absolvers are known for their relentless pursuit of purity, both physical and spiritual. Their gene seed carries a slight mutation, manifesting as a silvery sheen to their power armor. They view this as a constant reminder of their potential flaws and strive to overcome them through rigorous training and discipline. Additionally, the Absolvers hold a deep reverence for the Imperial cult. Their chaplains, known as the Shriven, are particularly zealous, leading their brothers in fervent prayers and acts of piety. Some outsiders interpret this as fanaticism, but for the Absolvers, it is a desperate plea for the Emperor's continued favor. However, guilt does not simply consume the Absolvers. Their isolation within Gilead has fostered a strong sense of independence and self-reliance. They trust few outside their chapter, relying on their own resources and ingenuity to maintain their fleet and forge their own war gear. This self-sufficiency breeds a certain pragmatism in their approach to warfare. While they honor the traditions of the Astartes, they are not above adapting their tactics to the situation at hand, valuing efficiency and victory above adherence to rigid doctrine. The Absolvers, due to their fleet-based existence, draw recruits not from a single world but from the war-torn corners of the Gilead system. Unlike chapters with established recruitment worlds, they rely on a more opportunistic approach. They accept feral children from ravaged planets, orphan survivors of planetary assaults, and even disillusioned soldiers seeking a higher purpose. This diverse pool fosters a strong sense of camaraderie within the chapter, as these warriors, united by hardship and a desire to serve, forge an unbreakable bond. The training regimen of the Absolvers is as rigorous as it is unorthodox. Initiates, known as penitent blades, undergo a brutal series of physical and mental conditioning designed to forge them into instruments of the Emperor's will. In addition to traditional Astartes training methods, the Absolvers incorporate elements gleaned from their recruits' diverse cultures. The Absolvers might combine martial arts techniques from conquered xenospecies with devotional rituals from salvaged imperial texts. This eclectic approach, while unorthodox, proves remarkably effective, producing warriors skilled in a wide range of combat disciplines. The concept of redemption, however, lies at the heart of the Absolvers' training philosophy. The chapter constantly reminds penitent blades of its perceived failures, designing their trials to instill not only martial prowess, but also faith and a burning desire to prove themselves worthy. This psychological conditioning fosters a potent mix of self-loathing and righteous fury within the nascent Astartes, driving them to ever greater feats of valor and sacrifice on the battlefield. The concept of redemption, however, lies at the heart of the Absolvers' training philosophy. The chapter constantly reminds penitent blades of their perceived failures, designing their trials to instill not only martial prowess, but also faith and a burning desire to prove themselves worthy. Psychological conditioning fosters a potent mix of self-loathing and righteous fury within the nascent Astartes, driving them to ever greater feats of valor and sacrifice on the battlefield. This emphasis on redemption extends to the way the Absolvers view names. Unlike some Space Marine chapters who hold their birth names in high regard, the Absolvers see them as a constant reminder of their past failings, a burden they carry until they earn a new name through acts of valor and devotion. Upon entering the chapter, initiates lose their birth names and assume the moniker Penitent Blade until they demonstrate their worthiness. Their superiors grant them a new moniker, reflecting their skills and emerging personalities, only upon achieving the rank of Scout Marine. This name becomes a symbol of their newfound purpose within the chapter, a constant reminder of the path to redemption they must walk. Furthermore, the Absolvers hold a deep respect for the names of their fallen comrades. Their fleet-based existence requires them to create extensive data archives where they meticulously record the deeds of fallen Astartes. These records serve as a means of remembering the sacrifices made by their brothers. They encourage new recruits to study these records, gaining inspiration and guidance from the legacies of their predecessors. In conclusion, the Absolvers' view on names is a complex one, reflecting their unique culture and pursuit of redemption. The Absolvers view birth names as obstacles to overcome, while earned designations offer an opportunity to create a new identity and contribute to the chapter's legacy. The names of the fallen, meanwhile, serve as a constant reminder of the sacrifices made in the name of the Emperor and the Gilead System. The structure of the Absolvers chapter reflects their nomadic existence and the diverse pool of recruits they draw from. Unlike some chapters with rigid hierarchies, the Absolvers prioritize flexibility and adaptability. You can best describe their organization as a symphony of steel, where each element plays a crucial role in the overall effectiveness of the chapter. Unlike most Space Marine chapters, the Absolvers do not divide into the traditional 10 companies. Instead, they operate in a series of modular fleets, each a self-contained fighting force housing a variable number of battle brothers, support personnel, and assorted vehicles. Each fleet is led by a captain, a veteran Astartes with a deep understanding of void warfare and the diverse threats encountered within the Gilead system. These fleets operate with a high degree of autonomy, allowing the Absolvers to respond swiftly to threats across the vast expanse of their domain. Communication between fleets relies on a network of astropaths and encrypted voice channels, ensuring coordination during large-scale engagements. However, each captain possesses a significant degree of decision-making authority, fostering a sense of initiative and resourcefulness within the chapter. Beyond the standard Astartes companies within each fleet, the Absolvers also maintain specialized formations crucial for their unique needs. The Redeemer squads are comprised of veteran Marines known for their stoic resilience and faith. These warriors act as elite shock troops, leading the charge in critical assaults and serving as bulwarks against overwhelming enemy forces. The Shrouded Pathfinders are a covert operations unit composed of scout marines trained in infiltration, sabotage, and reconnaissance. Their diverse backgrounds and skills allow them to operate undetected behind enemy lines, gathering vital intelligence and disrupting enemy operations. The Absolvers maintain a strong librarius, whereas some chapters are wary of psychic powers. Their librarians, known as wayfinders, specialize in navigating the treacherous currents of the warp, ensuring the safe passage of the chapter's fleet. Additionally, they play a vital role in purging demonic incursions and bolstering the morale of their brethren during battle. The Absolvers also maintain a unique cadre of chaplains known as the Shriven. These zealous warriors are not only spiritual advisors, but also act as living repositories of the chapter's history and traditions. Through sermons and ritualistic practices, the Shriven constantly remind the Astartes of their past transgressions and the path to redemption that lies before them. This constant reinforcement of the chapter's core beliefs fuels the Absolvers' dedication to the Emperor and their unending quest for atonement. The isolation of the Gilead system and the formation of the Great Rift forced the Absolvers into a desperate struggle for survival. Surrounded by resurgent threats, rampaging orcs, resurgent Xenos empires, and demonic incursions spilling from the cicatrix maledictum, the Absolvers launched a series of campaigns now known as the Gilead Crusade. This wasn't a single, unified offensive, but rather a series of brutal, targeted strikes aimed at crippling the enemies encroaching on the Gilead system. Each fleet, led by its own seasoned captain, became a hammer blow against a specific threat. With their bolt of fire, the Absolvers unleashed their righteous fury upon the greenskin hordes, carving bloody swathes through the Orcs' ramshackle armies. They spearheaded assaults on resurgent Xenos empires, shattering their nascent empires and reclaiming lost imperial worlds. Most importantly, they stood as a bulwark against the demonic incursions. Their faith and bolt of fire were a potent shield against the tide of demons. The Gilead Crusade was a crucible that reforged the Absolvers chapter. Constant warfare honed their skills and tactics, turning them into masters of void warfare and adaptable defenders. Their isolation fostered a fierce sense of self-reliance, forcing them to become masters of logistics and battlefield improvisation. More importantly, the Gilead Crusade solidified their sense of purpose. Every victory, every world saved, became a testament to their ongoing redemption, a desperate plea to the Emperor for forgiveness. However, the Gilead Crusade was not without cost. Relentless warfare depleted the ranks of the Absolvers, resulting in grievous losses. Their resources dwindled, pushing their logistical capabilities to the brink. The constant threat of demonic incursions gnawed at their morale, a constant reminder of the fragility of their hold on the Gilead system. This is my opinion, but I think it is believed that during the Gilead Crusade, the Absolvers may have encountered forbidden knowledge or artifacts tainted by chaos. While the details remain shrouded in secrecy, there are whispers of a hidden library unearthed on a war-torn world, or a pact forged with a rogue inquisitor to combat a particularly virulent demonic incursion. Whether these rumors hold any truth, they serve as a stark reminder of the precarious path the Absolvers walk, forever teetering on the edge of damnation in their pursuit of redemption. The Gilead Crusade had pushed the Absolvers to their breaking point. Their depleted ranks, dwindling resources, and the ever-present threat of demonic incursion demanded a period of recuperation and reforging. The chapter retreated to a series of hidden asteroid bases scattered throughout the Gilead system. These heavily fortified sanctuaries, carved from the hearts of colossal asteroids, became their havens for rebuilding and strategic planning. The Apothecarian worked tirelessly to restore the chapter's depleted strength. The Apothecarian meticulously analyzed and replenished the gene seed stocks to ensure a steady stream of new recruits. They treated the wounded with a blend of advanced medical technology and fervent prayers to the Emperor, fueling their recovery with a determination to rejoin the fight. While the Apothecarian focused on physical recovery, the chapter leadership, including the captains and the venerable Shriven, embarked on a period of intense introspection. They meticulously reviewed their strategies and tactics employed during the Gilead Crusade, identifying both successes and failures. They revamped training regimens, incorporating lessons learned from recent battles and adapting them to the evolving threats within the Gilead system. Veteran Astartes served as instructors, passing down their hard-earned knowledge to the next generation of warriors. The rumors surrounding the Absolvers' potential brush with forbidden knowledge during the Crusade cast a long shadow. The chapter's librarians, the Wayfinders, delved into dusty archives and consulted with rogue inquisitorial allies, if such a partnership truly existed, to understand the nature of any encountered artifacts or pacts. The chapter's leadership carried the burden of closely guarding their findings, if any. This secrecy only fueled further speculation within the Imperium, adding to the enigma surrounding the Absolvers. Despite the scars left by the Gilead Crusade, the Absolvers emerged from their period of seclusion with a renewed resolve. A new generation of penitent blades bolstered their ranks, their fervor tempered by rigorous training and fueled by tales of their predecessors' valor. Their war gear, meticulously repaired and reforged, gleamed with a newfound purpose. Most importantly, their faith in the Emperor and pursuit of redemption remained unshaken. The Absolvers knew the fight for the Gilead system was far from over. New threats would undoubtedly emerge, testing their mettle once more. But they stood ready, a fleet-based bastion of faith and righteous fury, forever vigilant guardians against the encroaching darkness. Unfortunately, definitive information about a specific Absolvers chapter master named Aureus Arines is scarce. The chapter's shrouded nature and ever-shifting leadership roles within Space Marine chapters make pinning down a single individual difficult. However, based on what we know about the Absolvers and the characteristics of a potential chapter master, we can create a compelling narrative around Aureus Arrhenius. Even within the secretive Absolvers chapter, Aureus Arrhenius is an enigma. Mystery shrouds his past, and his rise to the position of chapter master is a testament to his exceptional skills and devotion. Some whisper about heroic deeds performed during the Gilead crusade, acts of valor that solidified his position as a leader amongst his battle brothers. Others speculate on his connection to the rumors of forbidden knowledge he encountered during the crusade. Did he play a pivotal role in uncovering these secrets? Did he lead a daring mission to secure a tainted artifact, forever altering the course of the Absolvers' history? Regardless of his past, Aureus Arrhenius embodies the Absolvers' core belief in redemption. He carries the weight of the chapter's perceived transgressions on his broad shoulders, a burden evident in the stoic lines etched upon his face. His leadership is characterized by a quiet intensity, a relentless pursuit of victory, fueled by a desire to prove the Absolvers' worth in the Emperor's eyes. He leads from the front, a beacon of faith and tactical brilliance in the midst of battle. When unleashed, Aureus Arrhenius, despite his stoicism, becomes a formidable force. His power armor, rumored to be of a slightly different hue than his brethren due to a quirk in the chapter's gene seed, gleams with a cold fury. He wields a combiplasma bolter, a weapon of immense destructive power, a symbol of both the Absolvers' relentless devotion to the Imperium and the desperate measures they may resort to in their pursuit of redemption. The fate of Aureus Arrhenius and the Absolvers chapter remains shrouded in uncertainty. The ever-present threats within the Gilead System, as well as the rumors surrounding their past transgressions, cast a long shadow. Will Aureus Arrhenius lead the chapter down a path of true redemption, or will the weight of their past and the allure of forbidden knowledge consume them? Only time will tell. The arrival of Primaris Marines and the dawning of the Indomitus era marked a turning point for the Imperium, and the Absolvers were no exception. News of the resurrected Primarchs and the refortified Space Marines chapters filtered through the isolated Gilead System, a beacon of hope amidst the unending darkness. The Absolvers, ever wary of outsiders, approached the Primaris integration with a healthy dose of skepticism. The Shriven, the chapter's chaplains, expressed concerns about the potential for corruption within the Primaris gene seed, whispering that the Primaris Marines were unknowing pawns of chaos. However, the chapter master, Aureus Arrhenius, if he still held the position, recognized the strategic advantages the Primaris offered. Their enhanced physiques and advanced war gear could bolster the Absolvers' dwindling ranks and provide a much-needed edge against the ever-evolving threats within the Gilead System. With their characteristic pragmatism, the Absolvers approached Primaris integration. They subjected the newly arrived Primaris to rigorous testing and indoctrination. They rigorously evaluated their loyalty to the Emperor and their understanding of the chapter's unique traditions. Allowed only those who pass these trials to integrate into existing squads, carefully melding their advanced skills with the battle-tested experience of the veteran Astartes. The Primaris' arrival coincided with an increase in demonic activity within the Gilead System. Fractures in the cicatrix maledictum spewed forth demonic incursions, testing the Absolvers' newfound strength. The Primaris, particularly the infiltrators and eliminators, proved invaluable in these unseen battles. Their stealth and advanced weaponry allowed them to strike behind enemy lines, disrupting demon rituals and eliminating key demon leaders before they could unleash full-scale invasions. As the Indomitus era progresses, the Absolvers remain a constant presence within the Gilead System. Their fleet, bolstered by the arrival of Primaris Marines and their advanced starships, continues to patrol the vast expanse, a bulwark against resurgent orcs, Xenos empires, and the ever-present threat of demonic incursion. Rumors about their exploits, shrouded in secrecy as always, continue to circulate within the Imperium. Are they valiant defenders, or is this a chapter teetering on the edge of damnation? The answer remains a mystery, a testament to the enduring enigma that is the Absolvers chapter. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Absolvers Space Marines. Their shrouded past, faith, and relentless pursuit of redemption paint a compelling picture within the vast tapestry of Warhammer 40K. While their future remains uncertain, one thing is clear. The Absolvers will continue to stand as guardians of the Gilead System, a testament to the enduring human spirit in the face of unimaginable darkness.